According to the footage, while both sisters were locked inside their room, something suddenly triggered their home security alarm. When they checked the front camera installed outside the house, they noticed something disturbing. The front door was already open. This could only mean one thing: someone had entered the house. At first, they assumed that maybe the door had been opened from the inside, but what happened next completely shook them. When the two sisters replayed the footage, it sent chills down their spine. The video clearly showed the door opening on its own. There was no one there. No movement, no visible presence. Now they were terrified. They couldn't understand how the door had opened. And then things started getting even worse. Now watch this footage carefully.
Clear.
In the footage, it clearly appears that someone else was inside the house, besides the two girls. At first, they thought an intruder had broken in, but they had no idea that what they were about to witness would be far stranger than anything they imagined. A small, shadowy figure can be seen running fast across the frame. It was too fast to identify. They couldn't tell whether it was the shadow of a short person or something else entirely. Even the camera failed to properly detect it. But when the camera rotated, it seemed to sense a presence inside a dark room. Every time the camera moved in that direction, a green detection box appeared, as if something was there. Not only that, even when the door opened on its own, the same green box appeared in that exact spot. The camera detected a presence in 3 different locations inside the house. But even after watching the entire footage, the two sisters still couldn't understand what had really happened. How did the door open? What was that fast-moving shadow? And who or what opened their bedroom door? These questions remain unanswered. Was there something paranormal inside their house? It's hard to say, but what do you think about this incident? Let me know in the comments. Just like every other day, a staff member working at a psychiatric asylum in Pakistan was heading in for his morning shift. As part of his routine, he began reviewing the CCTV footage from the previous night. But this time, something in the footage caught his attention, something so disturbing, it sent chills down his spine. In the footage, 2 patients could be seen lying motionless in the middle of the recreation room. They appeared to be asleep, completely still, not moving at all. But what made this even more unsettling was that there was no record of them ever leaving their rooms. No one knew how they got there. It was a mystery that remained unsolved. But what the camera captured next might leave you shocked. Watch this footage carefully. Near the 2 sleeping patients, something suddenly began to crawl. A strange, ghost-like figure, moving in a way that felt unnatural, almost inhuman. Its body looked somewhat human, but its movement was terrifyingly abnormal. It slowly crawled across the room, as if wrapped in an eerie silence. And just as quickly as it appeared, it vanished. No sound, no trace, just an empty room, and 2 patients lying on the floor. The staff member replayed the clip again and again, but every time, it was the same. To this day, no one has been able to explain what those entities were, or why they appeared. Only at that exact moment, when the patients were lying there. So what do you think? What exactly was captured in that footage? A woman named Simone had gone out for a normal evening walk. At first, nothing seemed unusual, just a quiet path and dim light spreading through the trees. But if you pause the footage at the right moment, you might notice something. A dark shadow, standing still behind a tree, completely motionless. And then suddenly, it moves. Within seconds, it disappears from sight. Simone tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was just the lighting. Maybe someone was hiding behind the tree. But what disturbed her the most wasn't what she saw. It was what she felt. As she walked past the tree, she had the overwhelming sensation that someone was walking behind her, as if something was keeping pace with her steps. Later, while heading back home, she noticed an abandoned building she had previously ignored. This time, she decided to go inside. As Simone stepped into the dark room, pay close attention to the right side of the doorway near the end of the clip. Something moves behind her. Subtle, but clear. Later, Simone admitted that this was the exact moment a chilling thought crossed her mind. What if the figure near the tree wasn't random? What if it had been watching her the entire time? A few evenings later, she passed by the same building again, and this time, she heard something terrifying. A voice. It sounded exactly like her sister, calling her name.
I don't know why the lights are on, but I'm going inside of this house. I just heard my sister's voice, and I'm sick of this. And I need to figure out what's going on so I can put a stop to it. The fuck? Why is this chair in the middle of the floor?
In paranormal cases, entities that mimic familiar voices are often considered especially dangerous. They don't appear without reason. They imitate the voices of loved ones to draw people closer. When Simone entered the building again, she noticed several chairs placed strangely in the center of the room, as if they had been arranged intentionally. Before she could finish explaining what she saw, she encountered it again. After that encounter, she tried to convince herself that whatever was happening was connected to the abandoned building, not to her. But soon, the disturbances followed her home. Loud noises at night, footsteps when she was alone, whispers she couldn't trace, and an intense wave of fear that came without warning. One day, a friend visited after hearing about the paranormal activity, and this happened.
Hey guys, it's Simone.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So I'm here with my friend Lexi, and I thought that this was over, but it's still happening. Something from this entity is still trying to get to me, so...
I thought you were kidding.
No.
Like, this is horrible.
I'm not kidding.
I don't know how you've been living like this. This is literally, like, I've checked this door 5 times. There's no way anyone is in the backyard.
Yeah. So, it's still going on, and I just wanted to come back and report to you guys that it's still impacting my life every day.
I'm so sorry. This is insane.
Here's what makes this even more unsettling. If the entity followed Simone home, then this may no longer be a haunting tied to a location. It could be something far more disturbing, an attachment. In paranormal research, an attachment refers to a presence that connects itself to a person rather than a place. And according to researchers, attachments rarely end on their own. If that's the case, simply walking away may not be an option. Simone says she is not ready to stop investigating, not until she fully understands what has been tormenting her. So what do you think? Is this a haunting tied to that abandoned building, or something that chose Simone specifically? The woman seen in this video claims that terrifying paranormal activity has been taking place inside her home. She lives there with her husband and her father-in-law. According to her, the disturbances started small, subtle, almost harmless incidents that she initially chose to ignore. But over time, those minor events began to intensify, and it soon became clear that whatever was happening seemed to focus on one specific area of the house, her father-in-law's room. Doors would suddenly begin to shake. Loud, unexplained noises echoed through the space. At one point, the door to the very room where he kept his personal belongings and memories was forcefully slammed shut. Disturbed by what she was witnessing, she began recording.
Alright guys, some crazy stuff's been happening in my house. I'm trying to catch it on camera. The door shut like 5 minutes ago. I opened it back up. I'm gonna see if it'll do it again. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh my god, that was so crazy. I really didn't think it was gonna happen like that on cue. Jesus. Oh god. Why is my camera glitching out? Oh, that tends to happen when you get close to stuff, I guess. Okay, I just want to show you guys that no one's in here. No one's here but us. This is a closet. Let me try to turn the light on so you guys can see. Like, there's nothing in here, nobody in here. Like, what the fuck? Nobody under a bed. You can't see nothing. Ah! Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? And guys, I know my father-in-law did not just shut that fucking door. He's like 60 some years old, guys. Like, this stuff. And this is his bedroom, and he's scared to death. Like, he's been sleeping on the couch. And my brother's been sleeping in his bed. But this is crazy. What the fuck? I don't know. What the fuck?
Let me feel it.
What makes this alleged haunting even more unsettling is what viewers claim to have noticed inside the room. Years ago, her father-in-law lost his wife. To this day, he keeps a framed photograph of the two of them beside his bed. Some believe this may not be a hostile presence at all. They suggest it could be the spirit of his late wife, not there to harm anyone, but simply to remind him that he is not alone. There are even those who argue that fear can sometimes create distance between the living and spirits that have no intention of causing harm. They believe that calmly acknowledging the presence, even speaking to it, could bring peace. But not everyone agrees. Skeptics and paranormal investigators have warned that not every presence in a familiar place is what it appears to be. According to many paranormal accounts, some entities are capable of imitation. They mimic loved ones. They exploit emotional attachment, and they gain trust before revealing their true nature. And the force behind that violently moving door did not seem gentle. It did not feel comforting. It felt deliberate, almost territorial. So if it isn't his late wife, then who or what chose that room? Do you believe experiences like this are real? And if you've watched this far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.